watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I...
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'm up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling people that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys in the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Kenneth Walker. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. What is it? They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Stevenson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
We'll go right back to Stevenson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. He runs with it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
A play fake. Now Williams. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. He works free, right side. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. What is up? On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the give, this is Stevenson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. How dependable is that guy? It's Greg Olsen. And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 32 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Stevenson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And the Eagles first down. First and goal at the 3-yard
So
line.
a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 14-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Stevenson. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6. From a little further back, here's second and goal. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Here's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Way Walker.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand, give your guy a chance to come down with it, and he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick. Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
So, first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Hook him up on a second down and 8. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
On first down, Dart. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run it.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On second down, Dart. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. The clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Third and short. Here's Dart. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league might kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league were playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the air again goes Dart. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. To the air once more is Dart. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. A play fake, now Dart. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Bengals.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Baby on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm better, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold on the earth.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. They get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Williams will try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That'll be taken in by Moore. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Trying to throw again. Here's Williams. Right back to Moore. Another grab. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45.
Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Williams to the air once more. Right side to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Stevenson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. And now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, it's just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the play fake, here's Dart. On the run to the right. Taking off. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes him pay.
And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talked about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. What is that? On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Give up the middle to Stevenson. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. Whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
That's caught left side by Olsen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The defense could not bring them down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Open man is Jennings.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. Second and 5. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. First and 10.
And the Bengal first down.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this...
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before you enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ball and jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me, it's game time, but with you, yeah, it's lame time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey. Bank, you better play where safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the club. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slaughter me something. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got good, go retrieve it, short, small. When that's from Cali, with the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Brandon Gondon, Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Warner. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along. But they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along. But the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Warner from the gun. Pressure and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Tyrell Dotson, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Bears in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ray Lewis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw is Williams. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg Olsen, 40 yards. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Warner. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dorian Williams charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. To throw, Warner. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be it.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go from Oakland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And no touchdown here. He just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory in this series of points.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
No gain on the play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Hawk 7, Mustang 19.
On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming up.
He will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
There's nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Boswell set to kick off.
Starting from the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down, Chicago.
Stevenson with another carry. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards.
3rd down, here's Williams. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs. All set to go now from the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Bears will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. On play action. Williams. He's looking deep once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
He's across midfield.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Brings up 3rd down.
Stevenson gets it on 3rd down. He has this down to the 34. We are absolutely sprinting through this game, already through 1 quarter.
And the Bears 1st down.
We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 1st down here. Williams off the play fake. He rolls to his right. Oh, man, it's Colston Loveland. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. He's going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Here's Williams again. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Giants return this one to the 10 before that return is halted.
It's a turnover on downs.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Hampton, open the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Oakland in just a moment. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Third down now. Here's Dart. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
60 Bison, 19 Lion.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Dart resetting here after the pick. Marshall there to bring it in. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, here's Dart. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Trying to find his tight end, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Dart. Complete here to Hinton. Escapes the defender, and he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down, give to Hinton. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Trying with Hinton. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
First down, Bears.
First down throw by Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Looking quickly here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Giants' 20.
To the air yet again, Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Again, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And it sets up second down.
Second and 10.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Aubrey puts it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Packers, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, trap 60. Dragon 60.
He'll throw it. Trying for the deep ball. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. He's throwing deep to the left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Brent Delpit on the cover.
This is Stevenson heading right. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Chicago brings out the punting unit.
Sam Martin in punt formation.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Dart out of the shotgun. He's going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to try another deep one here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Let's go.
They're looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go again with Stevenson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Williams to throw on 3rd. They'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. They'll try it now with Stevenson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
Williams to throw on 1st. Rolling out to his left. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. There are mostly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Darts back to throw. Caught by Marshall. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've set it down from 37. Throwing on first down. It's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Bears make the play that should win them this game. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. And a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Williams going to run with it. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another kid at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. So out now comes the punter. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Caught by Jennings. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Dragon 6, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
He'll look to throw it. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Clark going to throw again. Inside, caught by Davis. He's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Luka 19. Let's go.
To throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Goes right downfield to Olave. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone. First down, Williams to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. One final shot here. Buys time, rolling right. This is for the ball game. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Giants come up with the interception that clinches the win. So the Giants come away with the win. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the